So, common mistakes. When I think about my emotional relationship with reevaluations, I always laugh because when I see them as extra work rather than a tool to reduce my caseload, I am so much less proactive or productive. Mistakes related to reevaluations are that they're usually done late. Like if you have 60 days, you're doing them in the last 10 days. And if something goes wrong, or if you're missing information, or it takes too long, you're always left to scramble and it surprises you. They're also done late in the year. So many reevals are due in April and May because that's when the original evaluation was completed. If you wait until then, you are smack in the busiest time of the year. This means that you're fighting for the kids' time, you're fighting for meeting slots on the calendar with your principal or your administrator, where with many reevals, you have the ability to move those forward in your time frame. You already know they're coming. You knew that from day one in the fall, like get them moved up. Another thing, they're not typically planned for. So we're not gathering parent and teacher information during the natural conversations that we're having with them already in our caseload. This is kind of a loss because when we do an evaluation, we need this information anyway. So use those conversations with those people for the reevaluations you know are coming up. We're also not gathering testing data during our speech sessions. Well, we are, but we're calling it data or we're calling it a progress note. Then we're doing all over it again and calling it non-standardized assessment or dynamic assessment. We can treat the data that we're collecting on the child that's on our caseload as portions of our evaluations. So if we treat them like regular evaluations, like wanting to assemble a test packet, sitting down in one testing session, it's kind of a waste because we already have this guy walking through our door a couple times a week. We know him well, so test him quickly, write quickly, use everything that you're already interacting with the parents and the teachers in your sessions to create the data so that when the test happens, in essence, the majority of the report is done with the exception of the standardized testing. And then get the meeting on the books. Oh yeah, and lastly, we wait until the 3-year window is upon us. So many reevaluations within the United States occur at 3 years. There's nothing magical about 3 years of therapy for correcting a communication disorder. If a child is dismissed after 2 years and 11 months, how much sooner could he have been moved off of your caseload? Was he within normal limits at 24 months or 18 months? That's time you could have spent with another child who legitimately needs services. Reevaluations are our friend and the only thing in our power that reduces the number of students that we are seeing, assuming that the referral process at our schools works well.